All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we got my big brother Justin here, and we have his F350, and it has a bad track bar mount. So I'm gonna get under there and swap it out real quick. We also have a, you got that bushing? Yep. We got a billet SPE track bar bushing. They sell a tool to get the bushing out nice and easy, but I'm cheap and didn't buy it, and he didn't buy it either because I thought I was only gonna have to do it once. But we're gonna try to get that out too. So let's get after it.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is get this track bar out, or at least try to anyways. Put this thing on full tilt. This right here is the world's best crescent wrench. Okay. Now, all right, so we got the track bar mount out. Now we got to get these 3 bolts out. Try that. All right, that's one. That's 2. Oh, God. I get knocked out every time it breaks loose. Yeah, that's gonna work good. Oh, it's kind of hot. All right. And that's what that looks like, so that's convenient. All 3 bolts are in a thing together. All right, now we gotta get, I don't know if you can see it. Gotta get that bolt, if you can see it, I'm guessing. And there's one on the other side, just like it. And I'm hoping it is also a 21. But why would it be a 21? Because that would just make too much sense. See if it's a 19. It is. I know what y'all are probably thinking, oh my God, chrome sockets on a 3/4 inch drive impact. Mind your business. If it blows apart, it blows apart. Oh yeah, good call. Oh, got me.
It's better than this falling on your face.
Yeah. Ow, my schnoz.
All right, so that's the bracket out. Let's go investigate what the problem was. So you can see it's cracked right along there, which that's not a crack, is it? Is that just a seam? Yeah, I don't think that was welded. Oh yeah, it was welded. Yeah, there's a bead right there. Yeah, so that could potentially be not good. Make your axle go.
So now we're gonna get the new one on. Repeat the process. All right, and that's the new bracket all in, tightened down. Now what we're gonna replace is the track bar bushing, which might not need replacing, but we're gonna replace it because he has got, where's it at? Very fancy piece of jewelry. Here she is. That rig right there. So these are full billet steel, I guess. I don't think that's aluminum. They're heavy. But yeah, billet steel, and it removes the like rubber inner, which I think this black part's poly. It gives it a much firmer ride. So get that in real quick. So SPE makes a tool to take this out, but I'm cheap. I refuse to buy it. I have this 1.5-inch hole saw that you saw in one of my previous videos in my tubing notcher, and it fits perfectly over this sleeve. So I am gonna try to just cut the rubber out instead of burning it. I need to see if I can position this strategically to be able to apply solid pressure on it. Actually, if I remember right, that's what I did last time. Yeah. So I might require your assistance on this one. Just push against me. Oh, dude, that's working dreamingly. Attack it from the other side now. Yahtzee! You probably didn't get it on camera, which would have been sick.
Yeah, that's hot.
It's smoking, so you could probably give it a second if you wanted. Now, for a little bit of Sawzall. You gotta do this part nice and slow so you don't get into the track bar. You also want to do it in 2 different spots so you got something you can chisel at. Realistically, you don't have to go all the way through, I don't think. We'll get you a flathead screwdriver. Ow! Got into it a little bit, not a big deal. That's exactly what I did to mine. So that's the sleeve that you got to get out. That's like the hardest part about it. The Sawzall put a couple little notches in there, but That's just good for grease, if you ask me. So now, we grab the new one with its grease. This is high performance grease. Get them dealy whoppers right here. Okay. Now remember, this is carport chaos, not shop chaos. I do not have a bunch of fancy tools. Vice grip's gonna do it. Show up and show out. I'll do the honor, sir.
Show.
Suck her in. Good. Yep. Tight. Back her off. All right. Well, now that's installed. So now, put that back in the truck. We should be hot to trot, ready to rock. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put some grease on these too. To really reduce your risk of any squeaks.
I don't like the squeaks.
Perfect. I like that. I like it a lot. It's probably not gonna work, but see if you can stick it in here and try to see if you can spread that open a little bit. Flip it around and pull, yeah. Sick, it worked. All right. Now, the hole is not lined up, which is fine. Just move the whole truck with one flathead screwdriver, you know. Slight work. Here, get on the passenger side and see if you can push the truck. Like, just kind of like decently rock it. Ada. Oh, we almost got it. Where's my BFH at? There she is. Take this dealy whopper. You got it on a cymbal. Want to dent his diff cover. Shoot this thing up a little bit more. All right. Now that thing's on there tight af. Big brother, I do believe you are done.
Here we go.
That is torqued whatever the settings of a 3/4 drive Milwaukee Impact is on 4. So go ahead and look that up. You can put it on a harder one, see what it does. Because it's got this Wi-Fi symbol. I don't know what that means, but... I think that's it. So that is a SPE billet bushing and a new Rough Country 6-inch lift track bar bracket. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
See ya.
Tell them something, Bucky.
If you're looking for this, make sure you call Rough Country and tell them exactly what you got, because I wasn't able to find it online. So I spoke with somebody and he was able to get me the exact part number, and we verified it before we put it on.
Yeah, big shout out to Rough Country getting this truck back on the road. We appreciate it. And also SPE making the best diesel truck stuff, I think, in my opinion. All right, see you.